Peace, love, and increase, family. This is Leah Yahuda and I'm sorry my voice is kind of ragged here. But I just wanted to share my story of unjust treatment. My daughter and I, we did nothing wrong, and we were basically not allowed to enter into Aqaba Jordan, and we were not allowed to go back into South Sinai, Egypt, not even into our home to get our luggage, check on our kittens, anything. And we were treated like slaves, and we were treated very disrespectful by the men, the police. And this is unjust, and this is not righteous. You know, people pray all day, 5 times a day, and they would treat a widow and a fatherless child like we were treated. And I just wanted to share my story and ask you all if you could support our journey to please do so. Because the Creator of all is watching all of this. You know, the Creator sees everything, and we are in judgment right now. And I believe people forgetting that we are in judgment. This is no time to be playing games. This is no time to be doing wicked. This is time to be walking straight forward, not to the left and not to the right. So I just wanted to share my story with you, and I ask that you would share it with others. And if you could support us, we really need the help, because we are in a bad situation right now, and we did nothing wrong. And it's only the Creator. You know, my afflictions are many, but the Creator said that the righteous, they will be saved out of these afflictions. And I swear I believe my Creator 100%. And I ask my Creator to use me. And this is why my life is going like it is. And people question me, asking me, do I love my children? And this and that. They're about my children because I left America. My children are grown. They grown children. Grown enough to disobey the Creator. I didn't leave any babies behind. I took the baby with me. So, you know, you have a lot of family members talking a lot of this here, you know, because you don't want to live in their country in America. No one has to live in America. No one has to stay there and put up with wickedness and disrespect and all kind of evil and call it good. Some of us have awakened to the knowledge of self, and some of us don't want to live like that anymore. And some of us are looking out for our children's children, which our fathers did not do. And I'm not speaking of Abraham, Ishak, and Yaakov. I'm speaking of our fathers who went through the Red Sea. The same Red Sea that I was not allowed to come back to with Moshe, Moses, and the children of Israel. Those fathers, they forgot about us. Well, I'm not forgetting about my children. While you all sit around talking about me and why I made a decision to leave my captivity. And this is for the betterment of those generations of my grandchildren and maybe their children and children's children. See, our fathers, the ancestors didn't think about us like that, because we were supposed to obey our Creator. So on April 2nd, 2023, which was my 52nd Earth Day, we were not allowed to come back into Egypt and not allowed to enter into Jordan. We did no wrong, so I just want to share my story. April the 2nd, 2021, the Creator will have my daughter and I to come into Egypt because we didn't want to be in America. I felt that the best decision was to get my virgin child, daughter, from out of that country, which was the best decision I could make. And I pray you all make a great decision as well. Who wants to stay and live like that? I'd rather live among people that are trying to be righteous than people who love being wicked and calling it good. And that's the thing I can say about Islam. Not everybody is good, but for the better part of the nation of Islam, I see people loving each other. I see men shaking men's hands and getting along. I've learned a lot on my journey by living in Egypt and South Sinai. I've learned so much. I've elevated and I've grown grown up, and I'm still growing. No one has to live in America and be a slave and live a filthy, nasty life while the cleanest people in the world are really the ones with the filthiest hearts. You guys are prideful. You guys are arrogant just like your slave owner. No one can tell you anything. Your lives are so private. You're so private, you know. And I don't want those people around me. I don't want people like that around me. I want people who have a pure heart and know how to be real with themselves and know how to be real with others. Those are the kind of people I want to be around. So we lived in South Sinai as we were delivered from America April 2nd, 2021. And the work went forth. I met a lot of people and I grew up, my daughter and I, on our journey in Egypt. Cairo, South Sinai, all around there, Shem El Sheikh. It's been a beautiful journey. However, I decided that April 2nd, we needed to leave to go out and visit Aqaba Jordan, take care of our visa fees, which was only $50 a piece, $100, which is a lot of money in Egyptian pounds. Went out April 2nd, 2023, down to NUWEBIA. And I don't know who said what, but I know these people stick together like this. What our people don't do, we don't stick together like this. We're jealous, envious, and hateful of each other. I know because I've lived with our people, and I know, it's hard to find real people. All you get is a bunch of phony, baloney, fake people. But anyway, and people questioning your walk when they should be worried about obeying the Creator, and they're going to miss out on the kingdom. So, however, anyway, we took our journey from South Sinai into NUWEBIA, which is South Sinai is NUWEBIA, and we caught the ferry on April 2nd, my 52nd Earth Day. We caught the ferry down to NUWEBIA. So upon leaving Egypt, South Sinai, and Shem El Sheikh, in NUWEBIA, which is where the port is and where the ferry goes out, we paid our fees, took care of everything, and we were told when you come back, you pay $25 a piece and you can come back in. So we left, we got on the ship, and we had a good time on the ferry. My daughter slept, and I have videos of this ferry. And when we got off the ferry, we ended up in the port part of Jordan, Aqaba. And I had to put my eyes through a machine called the Iris Guard. Look into it. It's better than your Ancestry.com because it's going to tell you a lot about yourself, I guess, because I don't know what it said. But however, we were pulled into customs, and I was told, welcome to Jordan. But why do you come here? And who are your father's fathers? Why are you here? Like, those are some strange questions for customs to be asking. However, I answered the questions directly and politely. I come to Aqaba Jordan because I wanted to rent a room for a couple of days, go to the beach, maybe go to Jerusalem, catch a bus 4 or 5 hours away up to Jerusalem. I don't know. Let's see, my father's fathers were slaves. We come through the Transatlantic slave trade. We don't come from the West. We come from right here, the East, and we're coming back home. I'm not an American. And just come over here for a little peace. So upon those answers, and after waiting and the Europeans going in and all other people going in, except my daughter and I, who look like this, who's wearing this shade of a color, me darker, her olive, and waiting with police security on us, female security, and the men going into their Ramadan dinner and having us wait until dark hours. We're just waiting, being treated like we're nobody. Even being told you have an American passport, that's good. But basically, we're going to treat you like a slave because you guys aren't shit. Yeah, you come from America, but you black people, you're the slaves. You said you come from slaves of slaves, so we're going to treat you like that. That's what I take after looking at this. So after they come back from dinner, we wait some more and wait with a female security police officer on us. Then we were told that we couldn't come into their country. We were not allowed to enter into Aqaba Jordan. Why? I have no clue. People from South Sinai, they tell me all the time, Leah, we're going to Jerusalem. We're going to Mount Olives, Leah. Okay. Yes, sister. We're back, Leah. We're back from Mount Olives. Oh, okay. You know, so I took it upon myself to want to go and visit. Just saying. Jerusalem or Mount Olives, why not? They do it. I mean, why not? I have an American passport. A U.S. citizenship. You know, I was born in that country, my daughter and I. So we were told, or I was told, you can't come here. When you come through airplane, commercial flight were the exact words. You come through commercial flight, not through the ferry. You can't come through the ferry. So we were politely sent back to South Sinai, Egypt, with police force on us, and they were very evil. They wouldn't even help us with our things. And I have the videos. You can just check them out. They would not help us with our bags, luggage, or anything. Treated us like slaves. And they're in trouble. We did nothing wrong other than be born in the skin. We arrived back in South Sinai, Egypt, NUWEBIA, where the port is. We were escorted by police, heavy police. I don't know what we did to these people or what these eyeballs revealed through the iris guard machine. But whatever it was, excuse me, we were sent back. We went back and the police escorted us back to NUWEBIA, where they made us wait and wait and wait. And mind you, before we left, they said $25 a piece and you could get your visa. But that turned sour, and they said no. After hours and hours of waiting and waiting to the next day, put in a room on the floor, treated like slaves, security, a police officer on my daughter to use the bathroom, a 12-year-old, and upon myself, a 12-year-old and a widow to use the bathroom, even to get a snack if we wanted one from the machine. Police made us wait in a room. We did nothing wrong. I'm like, well, what's going on? What do we do? Why are we being detained here? Oh, something from Aqaba. And they really didn't tell us anything to this day. We still don't know why we were not allowed to go back into Egypt or why we were not allowed to go into Jordan, Aqaba Jordan. This is unjust. And as I stated to those officers, your Allah will judge you. You is what I told all of those officers, and my Yah will judge because he's watching everything, the creator of all. I call him Yah. So they were smirkling and laughing. They said, you're going to, first they were playing games. First you're going here, then you're going there, and they were chuckling and whatnot in their Arabic language. Very disrespectful to a widow with a fatherless child who did no wrong to them. Very disrespectful. We did nothing. I did nothing. I just wanted to go, come back, and go back into my home. However, at the end of the day, the Creator does all things, both good and evil. You ought to look into the scriptures. So we were not allowed to go. We were told, you got to get out of here. Your visas are no longer good. With whatever Jordan said, they agreed with, and they said we could not stay in Egypt. We had to leave the country immediately after being detained for hours and hours. No one to plead our cause. No one to say why, what happened, what we did. None of that. So they put us back on that ship, and now we're in Egypt. We're in a room now after hours and hours and police presence on us. They're telling us we got to go to the airport. Let's go. 5 officers take us to the airport. But before that, they my daughter was so traumatized. Before that, they were saying, you're going back to America. Like as if they were buying tickets. They had us thinking they were going to buy our tickets. And my daughter was very traumatized by that American word, you're going back. Because there's no way in the hell we're going back to hell. We don't want to go there. No way. No thank you. So I was very wroth, and I told those guys they're going to be judged by the Creator. And my daughter was in tears, and I told her to cut that out. And, yeah, cut it out. If my daughter was not with me, you better believe me, I would have stood up to those guys, and I guess I would have been in jail, because I just would have been in jail because I didn't do anything wrong. If this child wasn't with me and if she wasn't traumatized, I would have fought you guys all the goddamn way. Believe that. I would have fought y'all, because that's who I am. But because my daughter was with me, and because she was traumatized and crying, I had to comfort her, I wasn't able to get with y'all. Because the Most High, He wanted us out of there anyway at the end of the day. They were chuckling and giggling, you know. But these are the same people, and I know you have good people and bad people. The same people that fall down and pray to something 5 times a day, I don't know. And they would treat a woman like me, who's done no wrong, a widow, with a fatherless child. They would treat us this way. Why? Why? Why did they do this? I warned them not to do this. We didn't do anything. To this day, I still don't know why we were not allowed in. We didn't do anything wrong. We didn't do anything. However, we were escorted by 5 officers. We even went past our home from passing Dahab from NUWEBIA. And they wouldn't even let us go get our things, our suitcases, check on my daughter's kittens. Just uprooted us just like that. I mean, I paid my rent up for months. Groceries. I mean, these things cost when you live abroad, as you know. It really costs to live out of the country. But we had everything paid up, and the funds were put to the side. Were not for airline tickets and things like that. Okay? So they escorted us to Shem El Sheikh, to the police, to the airport, and told us we had to go. We did nothing wrong. Why are we leaving? I mean, my head is spinning like, damn, what did we do? I just put my eyeballs through this machine, and all of a sudden I can't enter into Jordan. And then I'm being kicked out of Egypt after bringing 3 families there and lots of flus in Arabic, which is money, to your country. You would treat me like this after bringing love to South Sinai, my daughter and I, and just being real with ourselves and being loving. You would treat us like this, a widow. I need my things from out of the house. Like I said, it's about to get real ugly. For whoever, I don't know. I don't touch people. I don't put my hands on nobody. I know how to pray because I didn't do anything wrong. And that's unjust. It's just not right to be treated this way because of your color or because of whatever genetics you have. This is not right. I didn't do anything to anyone. I didn't mistreat or say anything to anyone or do wrong. My daughter didn't either. Why were we mistreated? Because of this color of our skin or who we are? I don't know. So back in Shem El Sheikh, the police, we're going here, we're going there. They're chuckling and laughing, saying they're going to pay our tickets. And at the end of the day, you got to pay these tickets or you're going to jail. Why they say the word jail, my daughter is freaking out because I would have fought you mother freakers head on. I swear I would have fought you if my daughter wasn't with me. It would have been on and popping. And if I would have been in jail, hell, I would have just been in jail. I mean, I done been in jail before. That ain't nothing. I done been in jail before in America. And see, America prepared me for this stuff that I'm in right now. America prepared me. America taught me a lot in that wicked, evil place. So if my daughter wasn't traumatized, the 12-year-old, crying and upset, I probably would have been in jail because I would have stood up for what was right. And that's not right for you to treat us like slaves when I hold an American passport and we did nothing wrong. But you wanted to prove to your buddies and to yourselves that we aren't nothing. But the Creator saw all of this. The Creator saw everything. He saw everything, and we didn't do anything wrong. I need my things from out of that house, and I need my money back for the tickets you were supposed to buy. You all lied, and you mistreated us, and you traumatized my daughter, and this is not good. We did nothing wrong. I mean, I didn't do anything. So I bought the tickets. I had to dig into my savings and get all of that out. Buy the tickets. I paid my fees. You got to get out of here. We met a man, a brother I can call him, in South Sinai from Palestine. And our friend saw us at the airport. He's a witness with police security. He tried to speak to us and they told him to go. Get away. And I'm like, well, dang, we can't even have a conversation. Well, what is this that these people found out about me? And it wasn't even my daughter eyeballs. It was mine. He had me do it like 3 times. Come back, do it again, do it again. Why? What is this? Heavy security. Okay, so our Palestinian friend, he couldn't speak to us. Okay. Police escorts us to a room where we're with another woman and we just have to wait there until the flight is ready. High security police. Okay. Time to go. The police saw us off to the airplane. So we were not allowed to go in our homes to get our suitcases. Anything we had, we were not allowed to go get. And I told my daughter before that, I said, I have a gut feeling we're not coming back. Get your important things. Get important things. So we did get our important things. But we were not allowed to go back. We left a lot of things at our house. And I spent a lot of money in paying up my rent and things that I need help right now. We need help. If you can support our journey, we have a Cash App. And we have PayPal. Please, we need help out here. Because this is not right. We had to leave and go to another country. And, yeah. A widow with a fatherless child has been crying out to the Creator. Exodus 22:22. This is not right. What did we do? What did I do wrong other than being born? Look at this color. I mean, what happened? What's the problem? What's the problem? Yeah, we were treated like real slaves in 2023. We had no one to plead our case, as there's probably no help for women anyway. But the Creator, I know Him personally. He's my Father. He's my Abba. He's my Abba. My Abba saw everything, and He loves me. He loves me so much, and I'm faithful to Him. And I'm loyal to my Abba, my Elohim. I'm loyal. And nothing can break us apart. No one and nothing. I have no fear. Because my Creator is the one doing all things, whether it's good or evil. So these afflictions I take my afflictions because the Creator said, many, if you ain't going through something, maybe you're not of the righteous. But my Creator, it says, many are the afflictions of the righteous. And I know I have a lot of afflictions. All through America to all the way over this way I've been afflicted. And my Creator always delivers me out of these afflictions. He said, but you will be delivered. So now I'm waiting for deliverance. We need help. We have nowhere to go. We have no money. We have nothing. Because all of my money was spent on getting out of this country, food and things, of course, and hotels and this and that there. That this should have never happened. You know, I paid my rent up and these things. This is unjust. This is not righteous at all. I loved Egypt. And if you want to go visit, I'm telling you, I had no problem in Egypt until it was time for me to go out, get my eyeballs through this machine and come back. That's when I had a problem. I don't know what went down in NUWEBIA with the phone calls, but these people stick together. And together you will be judged individually for how you mistreated my daughter and I. You disrespected us. We did no wrong. So the only one we have to plead our case is the Most High. You say Allah, that's your Allah, and I say Yah. Okay? If you can support our journey, please do so. I don't have a clue what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't even have money for tomorrow. They took everything. And they would not allow us back in our home. This is my journey. You take your journey because America is finished. And I'm over here where I'm supposed to be. And you take your journey and stop having fear. Drop the idols. Return to the laws, statutes, and the commandments of the Most High Yah. Because we are all in judgment. And you could be judged for good or you could be judged for evil. It's up to you. And it's up to me. So my daughter was traumatized, and here we are right now, a 12-year-old and a widow. Exodus 22:22. You shouldn't have did this to me. And you should get our things out of our house. And we should get our money back because we don't live there anymore. And we know that's not going to happen. We know that's not going to happen because it's all about money, money, money in Egypt. South Sinai and all of these places is all about the flus. In Arabic, flus. It's all about the pound. It's all about the dollar. All that's about to come to an end. Your dollar, your pound, all of that. Because a new world is coming for the righteous. For the righteous and the pure-hearted. We do no harm. We do no wrong. But we must stand up for truth and justice. While people are out here questioning my walk, you might want to hurry up and get the hell out of that country and go somewhere and inbox me and get the help you need to get out of America while you can. Because it's about to go down all around the world. Because I've cried out to my Creator, and you watch what He do to these countries that did evil to us. Jordan, in Egypt, South Sinai, specifically NUWEBIA. You guys should have did this to me and my daughter. We didn't do anything to you all but be born looking like this. And whatever you find out in my eyeballs, whatever you all found out, you should let me know. I've never had people asking me, who are your father's fathers? And why do you come here? What do you want here? Well, what did we do? We didn't do anything. And when you come, you go through the commercial flight, not the ferry. Well, why not? The ferry is discriminative to people of color now, or to me, a woman, a widow. They treated me really bad. And I can't even cry no more because I have 2 swords in my hands. And I'm slinging them right now in righteousness. And vengeance belongs to the Creator, the Almighty, merciful one. Yeah, I call Him Yah. Yah will judge the matter. And I need my money. I need my things. I need my money back for my rents that's been paid. I need my money back for them tickets that was bought. I need my money back. I need y'all to give me my flus back. I need the kings in the East, the Middle East. I need y'all to judge this matter and see what these people did to me and my daughter, a widow, a daughter of Yaakov. The kings in the East, wherever you people are, you Ishmaelites, you Israelites, I don't know who you are, you foreigners, strangers. I need help out here. I mean, me and my daughter need help. You better believe the Creator of all is watching this here. He's watching, and the prayer went through. Yes, it did. All of this praying and bowing down 5 times a day and all of this. And y'all treat me like this. And this is not how you're supposed to treat your sisterin. And you know this. Because they don't do this in Egypt and South Sinai. People are to get along unless you guys were always fake. You guys were really fake or whatever you were. I don't know. I don't know who my enemies are, but the Creator does know them. He knows that you all will be judged for what you did to my daughter. And I need my money back for my tickets and my rent that was paid for months. I need my money back because we didn't do anything wrong. We didn't do a thing wrong. And judgment is upon us all. I will be judged as well as you will be judged, whoever watching this video. That's why we got to walk in righteousness and watch what we do. And watch how we treat people. And watch how we behave. It's time to wake up. Injustice. This is just unjust. My daughter crying. Police on her to use the bathroom. Police officers with guns. Like, really? Really, Egypt? Really, Egypt? We brought 3 families into your country. You had a lot of money coming through your country from us. And you would treat us like this. Yeah, that's not good. So, please share this video. We have Cash App and PayPal. We have nowhere to go. We need plane tickets. I need a lawyer, which I have the greatest lawyer of all. He's the just and merciful Creator. But now if you can get me a lawyer to get my things and my money back, so I could fight this case, that would help me and my daughter. A widow with a fatherless child, I'm sure the Creator will bless you. No longer can we live like this, in a world like this, that calls good evil and evil good. No longer can we live like this. I refuse to. We can go anywhere we want to go. We don't have to stay in America. You're America and be your slave anywhere. Those people on the ferry with us, all Europeans, they got to go into Jordan and they were partying and having a good time. While we were sitting at the airport and customs, at the port, because it was the ferry, sitting in customs with police officers on us for whatever reason. I still don't know. I'm very sad. I'm very hurt. But it's about to get real. because I know how to pray. Y'all pray all day. I pray. I talk to my Creator, and I fall down on my face too. You better believe that. I fall down on my face too, and that's how I was delivered out of my captivity in America. Because my Creator came to me and asked me to do some things, and I made a vow to the Creator, and here I am still doing it today. 7 years November, 2 years in Egypt to the day, April 2nd, 2023. Praise the mighty Creator, Yah. Please share the videos. Please inbox me if you want to get out and you need help and instructions. Inbox me. When we need flight tickets, we need our money back. We need funds. We need funds to eat. We need hotel money. All of this was taken away from us in the blink of an eye. But the Creator does all things. And I guess He moved us out of the way for some unknown reason. Judgment.